Commander-in-Chief of Iran's military, Amir Hatami, has said that threats from Israel persist, according to state media. In June, Israel and the U.S. launched strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities during the 12-day war, in which Tehran retaliated against Israel with several barrages of missiles and drones. The commander-in-chief of Iran's military has said to have emphasized the importance of remaining vigilant, suggesting that even minimal threats should be treated with maximum seriousness. He reportedly reaffirmed Iran's readiness, pointing to the continued operational status of the country's missile and drone capabilities. This comes after Israel's defense minister, Israel Katz, has previously issued a warning indicating that further action against Iran could be taken if new threats were perceived. Now we're joined by guest Robinder Sachdev for this discussion. He's an international affairs expert. Thank you, Robinder, for joining us today. Good to see you. Now, given this ongoing tensions and recent military exchanges between Israel and Iran, how do you view the current state of security in between them?
Thank you, Suma. Pleasure to be with you. I think the state of security, if we were to use the term, remains fragile. Okay, though the tensions have lowered, lessened substantially after this bout of Israel-Iranian exchange, wherein definitely Iran has suffered major damages. But Iran has not been completely, cowed down. And also for its domestic audiences, and of course in the wider region, with its proxies or affinity groups, Iran needs to maintain a posture of strength. That said, what the Iranian chief is saying is something very elementary. He's saying that even if there's a 1% chance of any aggression, we have to remain vigilant for that. And that's a fact for any country in the world. Even if there's a 1% chance that somebody could strike you, you remain in a stage of certain readiness or preparedness. Now, that said, there are, of course, there is the fog of war, you could say, or the fog of claims right now also going on, wherein Iran's, drone manufacturing production capabilities, Iran's missile production facilities capabilities, how much have they been damaged, or how much have they been able to resume or are continuing. That said, Iran obviously wants to convey a picture that it has suffered minimal least damage and it continues on its path wherever it is. But yes, Iran has lowered the rhetoric. What the army chief said, it was something he said in a firm way, but I see that it was not like saber rattling kind of a statement.
And Robinder, now looking back at Iran's readiness to act and Israel's warnings, now what are the prospects for a long-term resolution to these hostilities now?
Oh, great question. I don't see, honestly, a resolution not coming, but perhaps some kind of an equilibrium stage could be reached, right? Wherein these tensions could lower down, but they will still keep simmering. I mean, there's several contributory factors here, including the politics within the Arab states, between Arab states and Iran, Saudi, UAE, their Iranian relations, the issue of Palestine. That is one key issue in this region. So between all of these aspects and what's happening in Gaza, I do not expect any resolution, one would say, to the situation in the Middle East. But yes, what we could expect is hopefully some kind of an equilibrium wherein the chances of all-out wars are reduced, but still there is amazing amount of reconstruction or a way forward has to be found with regards to the people of Gaza and what's happening in Gaza. So variables are out there, very severe variables, deep, entrenched interests and emotions. So one doesn't see a resolution happening soon, but what one would hope for is some kind of an equilibrium at a lower degree of tensions in this region.
Thank you, Robinder, for sharing that insight. Please stay with us.